What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome back to another FPL video. Now, a few days ago we talked about attackers worth a risk. Now we're talking about midfielders worth a risk. And let's cut the jibber jabber. Let's get straight into things. And the first player on our list is someone who, I suppose you could say, is personally responsible for their team's, I'd say poor showing in their last Euro game. That man, of course, is Aaron Ramsey. Now, I was going to say personally responsible for them losing the Euros, but I mean, they have to be a French player, I suppose. But Aaron Ramsey, it's fair to say, with him out of the team, Wales were pretty kaput. But Aaron Ramsey comes in the first player worth a risk because I generally feel like he is worth a risk. He's valued at 8 million, and last season played 31 games in the Premier League, scored 5 goals, assisted 5 goals. I've got my stats on the screen, that's why I'll be looking down. Averaged at 3.8 points per match, and for me, he played really well in the Euros as well. I wasn't taking part in the fantasy football side of things, so I don't know about points and stuff he got. But Aaron Ramsey, for me, was the safety net and also everything in Wales' team. When he was taken out, they were nothing. And I feel like he played further forward than he does with Arsenal, central, which doesn't play with Arsenal. So I feel like if Aaron Ramsey's pushed further forward, whether it be on the right or in the centre, or just in centre in general, given playing time this season, I feel like he'll have a good season. £8 million. It's going to be differential, so it might be worth a risk. On to player number 2, who is Mr. Eden Hazard. Now, this is probably the safest one on there, for me at least, is that some people will be saying, oh, after last season, no way, Jose. But some people will be thinking, yeah, I'm going for him. And I'm on the fence with this one. I'm really on the fence with it, because he didn't have the best of seasons, but he finished off really strong. And of course, remember the goal that sunk Spurs in the end and caused Mr. Dembele to claw and the whole of the Spurs team just to 2-foot anyone they saw. But Eden Hazard had a good end to the season, which is something, you couldn't have said he had a good end, couldn't have said he had a good anything up until the last few games of the season. And whether that will carry on, I don't know. But Leicester started their Premier League winning season in the same form they ended their relegation-threatened season. You could liken Eden Hazard's season, his relegation-threatened season. Now he's going to move on to Premier League winning form again. And if he's got a whole season of it, just like Leicester, £10 million is an absolute bargain. On to number 3, and it's a real stab in the dark, but in fairness, it could mean a little bit of success for your team. It's a man by the name of Isaac Success. I don't know if there's any pronunciation on there, but Isaac Success of Watford, £6 million, newbie, quite young, nothing's really known of him, except a lot of people are saying that his positioning is on the wings or up front. So could be, down on the wings offering some attacking, as well as maybe going up front for maybe an out of form Dini or Ricardo, or maybe even just a tired Dini or Ricardo, just to offer a differential, come off the bench. £6 million he's valued at, and considering he's the furthest position he played like is a winger, and he'll probably be first team football, for me, that's definitely worth a shot. Last season, scored 6 goals, assisted 3, £6 million, I'd go for it. On to player number 4, and it is a risk, before anyone says anything, is Gerard Deulofeu. Now, why is it a risk? Well, originally I had Aaron Lennon in this, because Gerard Deulofeu last season played 26 games, half of them were off the bench. And, he didn't really, he was in and out of the team, in and out of the team, in and out of the team. Form was sort of off and on, off and on, off and on. But when he's on form and he's playing, it's a sight to behold. Fantastic player. He was quite involved in I can't remember if it was this season or last season. Everton won 6-2 against Sunderland. I believe it was last. I don't know when it was, but he did well in that game. And for me, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, Gerard Deulofeu, if you're willing to pay the money for him, then he's worth it. £6.5 million. Like I said, last season, 26, 13 off the bench, 13 starting, 2 goals and 9 assists. We're looking to improve that, get a few more goals into his game, then £6.5 million really is a cheap price. And finally, we end off this video with little old Cesc Fabregas, who actually is a second Chelsea player, and the first time I think in any of my videos I've done 2 from one team. I may have mentioned like I did with Deulofeu and Lennon, but never have 2 made it on there. So Cesc Fabregas, it's fair to say, didn't have the best season last season. Looking at my stats, 37 games played, so he played a lot. 5 goals and 7 assists. For a Cesc Fabregas season, that's not good. Makes him valued at 7.5 million. Now 7.5 is really cheap, and I was quite surprised by it myself. Especially as the fact they've signed Kante, which many people are saying, oh, it's not a good deal for Kante. It's not a good deal for Chelsea. It is a good deal for Cesc Fabregas. It means that he may be able to push forward and go further forward rather than playing alongside Matic. Matic and Kante could sit there together in the two defensive midfielders roles. Fabregas can go forward to his preferred, number 10 in behind the striker position, and that would mean a lot of opportunities for Cesc Fabregas to get goals and also assists. Makes me quite excited, and it makes me debatable on whether I should take the risk or not. But £7.5 million, if you're looking for a risk to take, Cesc Fabregas is your one. And that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. What risks are you taking within your midfield? Is it one of the 5 I've mentioned, or are you going for something completely off the bat? Alex Iwobi, let's say. Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. My video regarding my head-to-head league will be coming out soon, either today or tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching, and peace.